we are in a new era. He can actually bring his quarterback with him. Like Caleb Williams can go and be the starter, week 1. We've never seen this as a possibility before. Recruits are going to follow, like we've already seen. Was it 6? I don't know. That was a few hours ago. It might be more. 6 players decommitted now. A few 5-stars, a couple, top players in the country decommitting. Like, this is the new normal. And I do like this one will, to me. So I've been thinking a lot about this because, what does this mean for Oklahoma? Who probably right now, I'm just guessing Oklahoma and Texas might be like, let's pump the brakes a little bit on that move to the SEC. Let's get our legs underneath us before we jump into that end of the ocean. And yet, I don't know if they're going to have that luxury. And I wonder what it does to Oklahoma. You mentioned Jimbo Fisher. When he left Florida State, we still haven't recovered from that, debacle as it unfolded and the recruiting, kind of nightmare that was left there, and then firing another coach soon. Oklahoma needs to get this hire right, and they needed to get it done quickly to try to salvage what's left of the program. But this is the new normal.
Look, kids were not going to Oklahoma for the barbecue, guys. They were sorry, they were going because Lincoln Riley did a tremendous job of branding the Oklahoma program as a place where you can go and play in an exciting, fast-paced offense where you can go and build your brand. They were leaning into the whole branding thing quite a bit. He had multiple Heisman finalists under his tutelage there as OC and then as head coach. And it's not a shock that the kids are decommitting from Oklahoma, because for all the fans who say, hey, commit to the school, not the coach, that's nonsense. I'm not on the phone with the school. I'm on the phone with the coach, right? I don't shake hands with the statue outside. I shake hands with the recruiting assistant. They make the relationship with my mom and dad and my high school coach. So, look, Oklahoma is going to lose quite a few players over this. And on the one hand, kind of sucks for their fans. On the other hand, they also raided the hell out of Tennessee last year when Tennessee was going through a similar situation. So, the portal giveth and the portal taketh away. I want to say, though, I am really happy that we have the transfer portal now. Because think about all these kids that just signed with Oklahoma, how screwed they would be under the old system. Okay, the guy who promised you that he's going to be there now isn't. And now you're going to have to lose a year of college eligibility if we were still under the old system if you want to go somewhere else. But the coach can go somewhere else without paying any penalty as far as eligibility. There's a buyout to be dealt with, but not really a problem in the day of modern college football. I think this is a great thing that we actually have the portal now, because these kids are going to be able to, if they want, go somewhere else. Maybe they'll follow Lincoln, maybe they won't, but they have the ability to have that freedom of movement. And that's a big thing. It's also going to be something ADs are going to have to consider when they want to make a firing, right? Or when they want to decide to match a coach's demands for salary or staff, or not match it, because you could have your roster absolutely stripped out. This will hurt Oklahoma's recruiting quite a bit. They've already lost a bunch of kids off that 2023 class. Oklahoma was one of the prime schools that was going into California and stealing kids away from USC. That's probably one of the reasons, amongst a whole lot, obviously, why USC wanted Lincoln Riley, is because him and Dennis Simmons and those dudes are going in there, and Simmons is going with him, by the way. I know our Oklahoma site reported, as well as I think Grinch and Bill Biedenbaugh, the offensive line coach.
Yeah,
they're dipping in. Yeah. They're dipping in there and stealing your best talent. And now USC has a chance to have one of the best transition signing classes among a non-internal hire. So not a Ryan Day or a Cristobal type thing where you're just promoted internally. They have a chance to have one of the absolute best early signing period classes ever, because Riley is one of these rare home run hires who has all these relationships with these guys that he could pretty quickly flip if he wants to.